Excuse me. Hey guys, I'm back to do the 100 questions no one asks tag. I know this tag is crazy old, but I figured I would do this one because I haven't done it, and I thought it'd be interesting for you guys. So I apologize for my voice. Allergies are giving me grief yet again. I just took something for it, so hopefully that'll kick in as I'm doing this, and my voice won't sound nearly as bad. But anyway. Let's just get started with the questions. Question 1 is, do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? I don't have closet doors on my closet anymore because I wanted them off because they kept getting caught on the carpet and it was a pain in the butt to open, so I don't have closet doors at all. But when I did have them, they were open. So, question 2 is, do you take the shampoo and conditioner bottles from hotels? That would be a yeah. It varies. If it's one I know I like, then I'll take it. But if it's one that I've used and didn't like, then it's not one that I'm going to take just to take it. You know what I mean? It's got to be something that I think actually, worked well for me overall, if that makes any sense. But anyway. Question 3: do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or out? I have them tucked in. I don't move a lot in my sleep, so they don't become untucked at all. In fact, I don't think I hardly move at all. I think there was only one time that I moved, and that was just because that was when my fiance was here, and I like having my legs out a lot, so when I'm having to lay bone straight, it kills my back. But anyway. Question 4: have you ever stolen a street sign before? No, I have not, but, and he's probably going to kill me for saying this, back when my brother used to work for Sears, if he saw one in the middle of the road or something, he would take it. Question 5: do you like to use post-it notes? Depends on what I'm using them for. But most of the time, I don't really use post-it notes that often. My grandparents do, and when I got a set of post-it notes in the dollar spot at Rite Aid, because they had a dollar spot at the time. I don't know if they do at all Rite Aids. But it was like this huge thing of post-its. I gave it to them because it was a bunch of different sizes. Sorry, I gotta stretch my legs out. It was a bunch of different sizes, so that's what I ended up doing, was giving it to them. And also, I'm going to apologize in advance for the shakiness. You're sitting on my lap now. I had to stretch my legs out. Question 6: do you cut out coupons but then never use them? That used to be the case because I would cut them out for my grandparents and then we would kind of go through them. And if it's ones that I knew I could use, they would give them to me, vice versa kind of thing. But I don't really use coupons so much anymore. Now, I'm really bad with that with the Bath & Body Works coupons, and I know that's really, really bad because Bath & Body Works is pretty expensive in and of itself, so to let those go to waste really is a big waste. Question 7: would you rather be attacked by a big bear or a swarm of bees? Probably the bear, just because I feel like, okay, he attacks me, that's one animal, whereas a swarm of bees is a constant sting, over and over and over again, you guys know what I mean? So, I feel like the bear, because it's one, it wouldn't be as bad as saying, hundreds upon hundreds of bees constantly stinging you. Question 8: do you have freckles? Yes, I do. They can become more apparent in summer when it gets hot because my face gets a little bit tanner, so they stand out more. But I do have freckles. Question 9: do you always smile for pictures? Generally, I do, yeah. It varies on the picture. If it's one where I'm showing a mask that I put on or something, if it's already dry, then obviously I can't smile, but for pictures 9 times out of 10, I tend to smile. Question 10. What is your biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve would probably have to be not being told when something happens. I'll give you guys an example in this. Say our internet's being wonky and my brother goes to restart the router, but it's not being wonky on my end, it's just on his end. So he'll restart the router, won't even tell me, and then I'm sitting here wondering why the laptop isn't connected to the internet because he didn't bother to tell me that he restarted the router. So that gets a little bit old. And also, if he needs me to do something but he waits until like the last freaking minute to ask it, it gets really, really annoying really quickly. So things like that. Question 11. Do you ever count your steps when you walk? No, I do not. I used to when I was younger, but I don't really do that anymore. Question 12. Have you ever peed in the woods? No, I have not. Question 13. What about pooped in the woods? No. Question 14. Do you ever dance even if there's no music playing? Sometimes, but I usually dance when there's music playing. I don't typically dance unless there's like a song in my head or something, but... Question 15. Do you chew your pens and pencils? I used to chew pencils back in middle school, but I don't do that anymore. Question 16. How many people have you slept with this week? I remember this question. That would be a negative and a 0 on that because the only time that even happens is when my fiance is here, and I'm not gonna do that to him. Question 17. What size is your bed? I have a full-size bed. I would like to get a queen so that we have more room, but the full size is good enough for now. Question 18. What is your song of the week? I have two, actually, and I can link them both down below. It is Orange Caramel's My Copycat, random, I know, and Find Me, I don't know how to say her last name, it's June, Hyoseng, I think. I'll have to link them both, but those are like my two songs of this week, especially the Find Me. I've been listening to that on repeat. Question 19. Is it okay for guys to wear pink? Absolutely. I mean, you don't have to be fit into a certain gender role to wear a color you like. That's just stupid to me. Question 20. Do you still watch cartoons? If you count My Little Pony as a cartoon, then yes. If you don't, then no. Question 21. What's your least favorite movie? Trying to think. The only one that pops into my head is The Reaping, but I didn't think it was bad. It just, compared to other movies I've watched, it's not my favorite. You guys know what I mean? Question 22. Where would you bury hidden treasure if you had some? I would probably bury it in the last place people would suspect so that they wouldn't take it. I'm not going to say where, just in general, because if I were to have treasure one day, people would know the spot. So, question 23. What do you drink with dinner? Either Coke Zero / Diet Coke or water. It depends on the order that I'm in, because I alternate between Coke Zero water, like that. So it would just depend on where that fell. Question 24. What do you dip a chicken nugget in? Nothing, actually, because I'm not one to, do that kind of thing. If I were, it would just be straight ketchup. It wouldn't be a concoction of things like my brother does. He'll mix ketchup and mayonnaise together for a dipping sauce. Question 25. What is your favorite food? Currently, it is the veggie chicken burgers that I mentioned in a video I did with my fiance, if you guys remember that video. But from an overall standpoint, probably fries. That's probably like my one weakness is fries, and I can't have any right now because of the diet change. So, question 26. What movies could you watch over and over and still love? This is kind of an easy one. Just gotta figure out where I want to start. The Vampire Academy is one. Fault in Our Stars is number 2. And for the third one, because I'm only going to do 3, is probably Catching Fire. I haven't seen Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2 yet, and I know people are going to flag me for that. I don't care. But I've only seen up to Catching Fire, and Catching Fire was really good. Question 27. Last person you kissed / kissed you. That would be my fiance. Last time he was here. Back in March. Yeah, it was like mid-March. Question 28. Were you ever a boy / Girl Scout? No, I was not. I apologize for the siren. Apparently there's an ambulance going by, but anyway, I apologize for that. Yeah, I was too weak to do that kind of thing. I don't know if my brother was a Boy Scout or not. I'd have to ask, but that might not have been his thing. Question 29. Would you ever strip or pose nude in a magazine? No, I would not. I'm not comfortable doing that. That's just one of the things. Question 30. When was the last time you wrote a letter to someone on paper? Probably when I sent a Christmas card to my grandparents in Macon last year, because they sent me one, and then I sent them back one. Question 31. Can you change the oil on a car? No, I cannot. Question 32. Ever gotten a speeding ticket? No, because I do not drive. Same thing with this. Question 33. Ever run out of gas? No. My mom has, but I haven't. Question 34. Favorite kind of sandwich? Probably either the veggie chicken that I mentioned before, or the Purdue chicken strips, like to put together to make like another version of a chicken sandwich kind of thing. Question 35. Best thing to eat for breakfast? I'll just usually do like turkey bacon, egg beaters, and if my sugar is on the lower end, I'll do grits. If it's on the higher end, then I do buttered toast, essentially. Question 36. What is your usual bedtime? I usually will try to go to bed by midnight at the absolute latest. Just because if I don't, I end up being super groggy the next day because I haven't gotten enough sleep. Question 37. Are you lazy? I think people have a little bit of laziness to a point. So, in certain situations, yes, I am lazy, but like I said, I think that's just anybody, really. Question 38. When you were a kid, what did you dress up as for Halloween? I was a multitude of things. I remember I was Disney princess. I can't remember which one now. I was a witch one year. I did like a Japanese style character with a kimono. In fact, I'm looking in my closet right now. The kimono is still in there. I think it still fits. I'd have to see if my mom, could help me fit into it. I did a few pictures for senior year of high school in it. So, question 39. What is your Chinese astrological sign? If this is the thing where it's like year of the rat, year of the whatever, I'm year of the monkey for that. But if it's something else entirely, someone tell me in the comments, and then I can look it up and respond that way. Question 40. How many languages can you speak? English is primary. That's a given. I can do a little bit of Japanese because I've been like self-teaching myself Japanese for years. And I took Spanish, but I don't remember any of it. It kind of went way over my head. Question 41. Do you have any magazine subscriptions? Sorry, there's a mosquito in here bugging me. But anyway. Question 41. Do you have any magazine subscriptions? I have two. I have Cosmopolitan and Elle. Question 42. Which are better, Legos or Lincoln Logs? I was more of a fan of Legos as a kid. I mean, I played with both, but I liked Legos a lot more than Lincoln Logs. Question 43. Are you stubborn? I would say so. It depends on the subject at hand, but most of the time I am pretty stubborn. Question 44. Who is better, Leno or Letterman? Because I've only seen one, I'm gonna have to go with Letterman on this. I haven't seen any of Jay Leno at all, but I have seen Letterman. Question 45. Ever watch soap operas? I do with my grandparents when I'm over there because my grandmother likes The Young and the Restless and Bold and the Beautiful, things like that, but on a daily basis, no. Question 46. Are you afraid of heights? Not really. It depends on how high. If it's like, just a typical building that's, kind of tall, but I can look over and not feel anything, where if it was like double the size of a typical building, then I might get a little bit scared, but that's just because how we all are naturally, I would think. Question 47. Do you sing in the car? Yes. Question 48. Do you sing in the shower? Yes. Question 49. Do you dance in the car? A little bit, but not as much as I would sing in the car. Question 50. Ever used a gun? No, and I would not want to, honestly. I think it's good for like the protection aspect, but as far as like on a daily basis, no. Question 51. Last time you got a portrait taken by a photographer? That was my senior pictures back in 2010. I think it was 2010. It might have been 2009. Question 52. Do you think musicals are cheesy? Depends on the musical. Like, and I don't know if this technically counts as a musical, but I didn't think Hairspray was that bad. If you guys know that one, it's the one that has Zac Efron in it. Like I said, I don't know if it counts, but High School Musical series wasn't that bad. I feel like some of the Disney movies can end up being cheesy, though. Question 53. Is Christmas stressful? Yes, to a point. Just because any holiday is stressful around here. Question 54. Ever eat a pierogi? I don't know if I said that right, and no, I've never had one of them. Question 55. Favorite type of fruit pie? I've never really eaten a lot of pie. I think I tried it when I was younger and wasn't a fan, so I'd have to try other flavors to give a better opinion on that one. Question 56. Occupations you wanted to be when you were a kid. Wanted to be a doctor, nurse, and then after I had my transplant, I wanted to be a social worker that worked with kids that kind of understood why they were getting the transplant, but were still scared. I wanted to kind of help cope them through it, and that's the main thing I still would like to do. But with everything that's happened, I don't know if that can necessarily happen now. Question 57. Do you believe in ghosts? No, I do not. 57. Do you believe in ghosts? Oh, I said that one already. 58. Ever have a deja vu feeling? Occasionally, not often, but I've had it happen on occasion. 59. Take a vitamin daily. I take iron, fish oil, calcium, and magnesium daily, but anything else, no. Question 60. Wear slippers. Yes, I do. Question 61. Wear a bathrobe. Only if it's cold. If it's warm, then I'll just walk around the house in PJs. Question 62. What do you wear to bed? I will typically either wear a gown or a tank top and shorts. Question 63. First concert. I have never been to a concert, but the first person I would like to see in concert is probably Ariana. I just think that would be really cool. Question 64. Walmart, Target, or Kmart? Probably Target. Even though the closest one to me is an hour away, I would still prefer Target over Walmart and Kmart. In fact, the Kmart that was here in town just recently had closed down, so. Question 65. Nike or Adidas? Probably Nike. I feel like they just fit better for me personally, but my favorite ones are those pink breast cancer awareness shoes that I have that you guys saw in my old JCPenney haul. But question 66. Cheetos or Fritos? Cheetos. Question 67. Peanuts or sunflower seeds? Peanuts. Question 68. Ever hear of the group Trebian? No, I have not. 69. Ever take dance lessons? No, I just didn't have the stamina for it when I was younger. Question 70. Is there a profession you picture your future spouse doing? Not really. It's one of them things where it's like as long as he's happy doing what he does, then it doesn't matter. Question 71. Can you curl your tongue? No, I cannot. Question 72. Ever won a spelling bee? No, because the only competition I competed in back in elementary school was a talent show in my 5th grade year, and I got 3rd place. So. Question 73. Have you ever cried because you were so happy? Can't really think of anything offhand, so I would say no. Question 74. Own any record albums? No, but my grandparents own a lot of them. Question 75. Own a record player? No, I do not. Question 76. Regularly burn incense? No, I do not. Question 77. Ever been in love? Yes, and still am in love. Question 78. Who would you like to see in concert? Ariana. Probably Girls' Generation or SNSD, if you guys know that group, Korean group. Trying to think of who else. Probably June, the one who's the song Find Me that I was talking about. And probably Demi Lovato. Those are probably my top 4. Question 79. What was the last concert you saw? I have not been to any concerts, so that question's kind of... Question 80. Hot tea or cold tea? I do not drink tea. I am not a tea person. Question 81. Tea or coffee? If I had to pick, coffee, but I don't really drink either of them. Question 82. Sugar or snickerdoodles? I'm assuming this is like a type of cookie, and that'd be sugar cookies for me. Question 83. Can you swim well? Sorry, freaking mosquito will not leave me be. Anyway. And I can swim okay, but I can't swim the best. Question 84. Can you hold your breath without holding your nose? No. Question 85. Are you patient? To a point. If someone tries to push me too far, that's when I get annoyed. Question 86. DJ or band at a wedding? Probably, I prefer band just because, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, DJ, you have such a variety. Well, if there's a certain band that I like, I would prefer that. Question 87. Ever won a contest? No, I have not. Question 88. Ever have plastic surgery? No. Question 89. Which are better, black or green olives? I'm not an olive person. My mom would probably say green olives, though. Question 90. Can you knit or crochet? No, I cannot. Question 91. Best room for a fireplace? Either bedroom or living room, for me personally. Question 92. Do you want to get married? Yes, I do. Question 93. If married, how long have you been married? That one does not apply to me because I am not married yet. Question 94. Who was your high school crush? Probably because we met in high school, my fiance, so we are still together. Question 95. Do you cry and throw a fit until you get your own way? No. I mean, I used to when I was younger, but I don't anymore. Question 96. Do you have kids? No. Question 97. Do you want kids? Yes. Question 98. What's your favorite color? Pink. Question 99. Do you miss anyone right now? Yes, and that is my fiance. I think he's still currently asleep at the time of recording, but we don't get to see each other as much as I would like. And question 100 is something that happened to you in middle school. And I've got 2 instances for this one. The first one was first year of middle school. We were in gym, and they had us going up and down the bleachers. I tripped and my shin hit the very edge of one of the seats on the bleachers, and it bruised like really bad. There's like a more prominent dip in that shin than the other one because of that. And then also my 8th grade year in middle school was when I had my double transplant. So those were the 2 instances for that. And that was the end of all of the questions. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know this one was a long one, but it was 100 questions to get through. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys in another video at another time. Bye guys.